morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is the Papa Joe Show where Papa Joe knows. I am your host, Papa Joe, and I really do appreciate you all being here today. It's the Friday afternoon edition of the Papa Joe Show. It is Friday, the 20th of May. It is a crazy day. It is a crazy week. This week has been absolutely nuts. I was just responding to Nick Saporano, the CEO of Divvy, on Twitter about how he was going to say, I need to go detox. I'm like, yeah, I need to go backpacking or to the beach or something and just unplug. I think probably backpacking because phones don't work where I go backpacking. Like satellite phones even have a hard time getting reception where I go backpacking. So, anyways, I digress. Crazy week. Hopefully you guys and gals had an amazing week, and not as nuts and crazy as it was for me and my family and whatnot. But I do thoroughly look forward to the weekend and be able to chill and relax and whatnot. Anyhow, thank you all for being here. If you're new to the show, do me a favor, smash the like, or not the like. No, if you get to the end of the show and you like it, please smash the likes. Of course, yes. But if you're new to the show, subscribe. We do a show every single day. We discuss current events, economy, crypto, how it all ties together, and the importance of blockchain technology and what it means for humanity. Many other subjects. I do a Patreon show every day at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I may not have one this afternoon. I had a meeting thrown on my calendar for that time period. And I'm going to try very hard to have it moved. But if I cannot, I will not be doing one this afternoon. So I do apologize for that inconvenience there. Is one of those meetings that was thrown on by senior leadership, and they're like, we need everyone here. And it's like, do I really have to be there for this? Can I hear it from somebody else kind of thing? So anyhow, I'll keep you all posted on that. I'll do a text post, if you will, of a no-show if I'm not going to be able to. So those of you who are subscribed there, I do apologize in advance and whatnot. So, but if you want to, those of you who are part of the Patreon, I did a show with Ken Bozak yesterday. That is in early access on Patreon only right now. So if you were part of that or did not know it, if you're part of the Patreon, go check it out. It was a very fun conversation. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So I will probably put that out maybe sometime next week or here soon, out on the regular channel here for everybody. And we'll have it was good. I love Ken Bozak. You are awesome, brother. And I definitely enjoy spending time talking to you. Very smart guy, absolutely lovely soul. If you get a chance to meet the man, you really should enjoy that time. So anyhow, if you want to help the channel out, sign up for Crypto Confidential, scrolling along the screen. That is where you get to learn how to live the crypto life, amongst many other things. You get access to folks inside of that who can actually help build your crypto life for and with you. There's many other many other benefits that come along with that membership. It's an investment, but it is highly worth the investment. It really is. The community there that is involved in that, the many different things, just having other folks that you can just go talk to and actually really get what's going on. It's actually fantastic. So check it out. That link right there does help the channel out. So if you sign up, I do appreciate it. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the content. Real quick, also, towards the end of the show, stick around. We'll do a Q&A with the chat. You guys and gals have a wonderful conversation as we're going through here. And then if you have any questions about what we talk about or just in general, throw them out there. If I can address it, I will. Otherwise, I will. I don't know. I'll try. I'll try my best. All right. So, what you drinking? I'm drinking black coffee today. It's from Wanda. Absolutely good. This is a good one. This is more of a savory blend. I really like it. We like to at Papa Joe's house. We like to. It's just black drip coffee, like a Keurig, but it's a craft coffee. It's done appropriately from. I say appropriately. It's organically grown. It's organically processed. The processing is where the chemicals get introduced, and so why you get the jitters from Starbucks and whatnot. Anyways, I digress. I am squirrely. It's Squirrely Friday with Papa Joe. Definitely. Y'all let me know what you're drinking. It's Friday. Friday afternoon. Throw it out in the chat. Love to check on that in just a little bit. So, just before I started the show, everything decided to go, yeah, and just fall off the cliff. I don't know what it is yet. I have a feeling that there's some sort of blurb somewhere. Watch inflation expectations for clues on stock route is over. In other words, the stock market's going down because of inflation. But so is Bitcoin? Interesting. We'll get into this in just a minute. We're going to talk about what happened in El Salvador last week. We're going to talk about the dollar and how it's weakening and some of the ruble, some things happening there. We're going to take a look at the why people are saying the stocks are actually plunging, how to protect yourself and whatnot. And I have a little bit of a snippet I'm going to use on that. It's not going to make some people happy, make all of you amazing people happy here. You're my regulars and whatnot. You'll make everyone happy. But if this ever got into the ears of those who wrote the articles for the stupidity that they're putting out there, well, they're not going to be happy about what I'm going to say. So anyhow, I guess you can guess. Gold slips as dollar rebounds, but set for a weekly gain. The dollar rebounded? You don't say. Divi is slipping a little bit. We've got EOS. We've got Ethereum. EOS is straight up. That is an interesting looking chart. That's a 15-minute chart. That is pretty clean, barely moving kind of thing. Ethereum's coming down. Matic slipping down as usual with everything. Everything is tied to Bitcoin. It's kind of pegged to it, right? Bitcoin will probably become a world reserve currency, and all of these other tokens that are monetized tokens, these platforms will most likely, if I had to guess, this is not an educated, we'll say it's an educated guess. Should be very, very, very interesting to see what's going on here. Anyhow, yeah, markets are dumping. Who has the guess why? It's inflation, people. They're pulling the stuff out of the stock market and they're putting it into Bitcoin. They're buying Bitcoin. So they're slamming the price of Bitcoin down and then they're buying as much as they possibly can up. But in just a minute, I'm going to show you guys some very interesting stuff that's going to be very, very crazy towards the end of the show. So, yeah. Absolutely love that coffee. All right, cool. So we're going to jump into some very fun stuff here. Central bankers bellow Bitcoin on El Salvador's Bitcoin beach. On day 3, El Salvador's Financial Inclusion and Funding for SMEs conference, Bitcoin has stolen the show. Effectively, everybody who ended up going to this event in El Salvador, they are big time orange pilled. We'll call it orange pilled. The orange pill adventure in El Salvador continues. The video that beggars belief, 44 central bankers. Wasn't Bretton Woods 44 something? Yeah. Anyhow, and financial delegates from emerging markets around the world shout Bitcoin while posing for a photo on El Zanti, El Salvador. Interesting, huh? 44 emerging markets, 44 nations represented in El Salvador discussing Bitcoin and how to adopt it in their markets. Yeah, we're about to see a major shift, in my personal opinion. It is just my opinion, but I really realistically think we're going to have a major shift in the adoption rate and the speed of which it will continue to run and surprise all these central bankers. If that's happening, why is Bitcoin going down right now? People are probably sitting there going, why is it going up? Why is it going? Why is it going? Well, keep your coins off the exchanges, because when the exchanges run out of liquidity, people will be begging you for your Bitcoin. They'll be begging you for your Litecoin, your Ethereum. They'll be begging you. Interesting stuff, huh, people? Interesting stuff. It seems that by day 3 of El Salvador's Financial Inclusion Conference, the central bankers are warming to Satoshi Nakamoto's innovation, enjoying a trip to Bitcoin Beach. El Zanti, or Bitcoin Beach, is home for Bitcoin in El Salvador, an iconic destination for Bitcoin enthusiasts. It birthed the movement which led to El Salvador proclaiming Bitcoin as legal tender in 2021. Nicholas Bude, co-founder of Galoy Money, the company that created the Bitcoin Beach wallet, told Cointelegraph that the bankers visited El Zante to learn from the Bitcoin Beach team on Thursday, May 19th. Bude told Cointelegraph that the sentiment toward Bitcoin was super good and that nothing beats the experience of using Lightning. In other words, a Lightning network is a protocol that's just it was a side chain. It was initially set up on Litecoin and then became an entirely different protocol that can be utilized inside the applications to allow effectively an instantaneous Bitcoin payment. I've used Lightning. That's pretty cool. It's pretty fast. Like, it's really fast. Anyways, to discover the potential of Bitcoin and a nod to Bitcoin adoption around the world, Bertie, I guess that's how you say his name. I'm butcher people's names like that. I am so sorry, man. He shared multiple central bankers said I should meet their team in their country. So, adoption is realistically taking place, and El Salvador is main stage in the world, showing the world that this is legitimately a actual solution to get away from the central bankers' control over the monetary systems. This is the central banks, the IMF, whatever you want to call it, the World Monetary Fund. All of the centralized banking, this is their worst nightmare. For all of the emerging markets to wake up and say, we don't have to be emerging anymore. We can take control of our sovereignty and we can actually control our destiny with Bitcoin. We don't need to be beholden to the dollar. We don't need to be beholden to the loans that we get with interest immediately, which is what that interest rate raises the amount that they pay back and all that fun stuff from all the emerging countries because they have to borrow dollars from the central banks to buy things like oil, things that they need to run their country, stuff like that. Yeah. So now they see this. The genie's out of the bottle. Toothpaste is out of the tube. You can't put it back. You can't stop this. I am going to say this again, and I'm going to say it until I'm blue in the face, and I could hold my breath a long time. I used to be a swimmer. You can't stop blockchain technology. The power of Bitcoin, the power of all of the blockchains cannot be stopped, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. And quite honestly, the rest of the world is now starting to realize this. They're not realizing it because of blockchain yet. That's to come. That's to come. I mean, even people I talk to on a regular basis are like, don't use the blockchain. We don't like that block. Use something else because people think Bitcoin. And I'm like, it's just a lack of education. Just simply show them the difference and that there are two different things, that Bitcoin actually uses blockchain technology. It was the first use case for blockchain technology to be utilized in the real world. So all that happens, and then we have this. A weaker dollar lifts Bitcoin to above $30,000 as analysts eye 60% Bitcoin dominance. Macro conditions flip to reduce pressure on risk assets. As one view gives Bitcoin bears $14,000 capitulation. I can never say that word. Hopium. So the weaker dollar rose Bitcoin. If the weaker dollar rose Bitcoin, what does that mean for Bitcoin? I've been saying this on the show. Cryptocurrency is the exit strategy. It is the exit strategy, okay? Dollars will be fleeing the Dow. They'll be fleeing the NASDAQ. They'll be fleeing the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is just dropping. Those NASDAQ's really dropping today, too. For the NASDAQ, that's not good. All right, let's go to the hour. That's really nasty. That's really nasty. So is that one. Bitcoin got hammered. So it's just my personal opinion. They have accumulated over the past several months or whatever Bitcoin, and they're slamming it down so that they can continue to accumulate more. The thing is, though, folks, there's only so much Bitcoin on Coinbase to be purchased. There's only so much Bitcoin on Binance to be purchased. All right. What that means, just for everybody who's new to the show and whatnot, there's a liquidity squeeze coming. There's a double liquidity squeeze coming. We're almost 2 years into the 4-year cycle for Bitcoin after the last halving. I really hope people understand that when Bitcoin decreases its output again, it's going to get real crazy and the price is going to continue to rise. And when it comes to dollars, I have also said this too. The dollar's weak. It's worth nothing. It's dead. They printed too much of it. There's nothing they can do about it. It's going to actually, look at this. The dollar strength declines after 20-year record. Data from Cointelegraph Market Pro, the trading view record high of 30,000, recorded a high, of 30,725 for Bitcoin USD on Bitstamp. Still struggling to flip $30,000 to reliable support, The pair nonetheless avoided a deeper retracement, helping claim fears that last week's 23,800 capitulation event did not mark the bottom. The dollar's failing, people, but Bitcoin is where they're going to be running. Oh, it's really failing. You mean it's really, really failing? Ruble at multi-year highs against the dollar and the euro. Yeah, the United States dollar extended its losses against the Russian ruble on Friday, falling to its lowest level since April 2018, while the euro landed at its weakest point against Russia's currency since mid-2017. So, wait a minute. When Russia basically created a floor, didn't exactly peg the ruble to gold, but the next best thing, it created a floor. So Russia is actually is gaining in value. The ruble is gaining in value, even in spite of all of the sanctions against them, because they made their currency effectively tied to gold, not backed by, but tied to it. And now we're starting to see the ramifications of that. You have something tied to an actual real asset, and then you have the dollar, which is tied to nothing. And then they print 80 to 90% of the current monetary supply for the dollar in the last 2 years. Basically, I think we're going to see the dollar continue to globally collapse, and any fiat currency that is tied to gold will eventually be more valuable, probably sooner than later, than anything else. So how's the Federal Reserve going to fix that? I've got a hunch that they may go Bitcoin. Yesterday we talked about how Russia is actually working on making Bitcoin legal tender in Russia. Yeah. With Putin, I don't know. It's one of those moments, in my personal opinion, that the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and a temporary truce to resolve the real enemies is actually taking place. It's just my personal opinion. I don't know. There's a lot that would suggest that. So, the ruble is strengthening as the West has yet to agree on full oil embargo against Russia, a major global energy producer and exporter. After Russian Deputy Prime Minister Alexander Novak revealed yesterday that additional natural gas imports decided to comply with the Kremlin's new payment request and expressed skepticism about European energy supplies if Brussels introduces a complete ban on Russian energy. The dollar dropped 5.13% against the ruble, selling at 59 whatever at 4:07 a.m. Eastern Time, while the euro decreased 5.20 compared to the Russian currency, changing hands for 62.28. Yikes. Telling everyone, I've been telling friends and family that the dollar's dead, and they're like, yeah, it's not dead. Cash is king, because they're all really big into Dave Ramsey. To cash is king. Well, Dave Ramsey, in my personal opinion, is an idiot when it comes to this stuff. Cash is not king. If you don't know monetary history, you don't know what's going on. I have said it many times on the show. I show you guys this often. By the way, if you want to do one-on-one consultations with me, I do have a company doing that. It's called Aster Blockchain Consulting. Grab some time, book some stuff, book a slot with me. But on the resources tab on my website, this is linked in the description of the video. Not the resources, but the whole website. Go down to the bottom. I say it's required education. This is Hidden Secrets of Money by Mike Maloney. This is a monetary history lesson. At the beginning of his shows, his 10-part series, he's against cryptocurrency. He does an entire show later on that is where he is for it, and he corrects himself and whatnot, and all that fun stuff. Mike Maloney, they own Gold Money or goldsilver.com, something like that. They sell gold and silver, and they accept cryptocurrency for the gold and silver now, just to kind of put into perspective of the adoption for that there. So, yeah, dollar's not worth anything. Been saying this to friends and family for a long time, and they say cash is king, and I'm like, no. Bitcoin is king, gold and silver is king. Having stuff like that in your portfolio is a real store of value and a way for you to transfer your funds going forward. By the way, everything on my show is not financial advice, not tax advice, not legal advice. I hope this is educational for you. If nothing else, entertaining. I am in rare form today, folks. I definitely am all over the place. It's Squirrely Fridays with PAPAJO, right? So, plunging stocks, recession fears. Here's how to protect your money, according to CNN Business. No. No, this is an updated version, by the way, that they released on April 28th. When it comes to fraying nerves, this spring is really outperforming. Stocks are now in bear market territory, which they are. Interest rates are crazy high now. They really are. And then the hunger disease are climbing. No. There's another one they're trying to do. It's something like the monkeypox. By the way, that's coming. Maybe that's a Patreon discussion once I know more about it. But the vast majority of America are like, yeah, we're not doing that again. They're like, Anyhow, inflation remains high. Geopolitical unrest continues, and all of the combined spark recession fears. Basically, they're like, you need to put your where was it? I'm trying to figure out where was it. Don't trade on the headlines. Do energy, food prices. S&P 500 has returned 11% a year on average through 2021. Basically, put it in the stock market. Put it in the stock market. This entire article is all about that. They don't want you putting in crypto. They don't want you putting in gold. They don't want you putting in silver. And by the way, buying this ticker and buying this ticker does nothing for you. Yeah, those are just paper. Just like technically these are paper. When you leave your coins on the exchange, it's paper. They're really slamming that hard, aren't they? It makes you kind of wonder what really is going on. So, this whole article is about keep your money in the stock market, keep your money in the stock market, keep it in your 401ks. Guys and gals, if you have 401k, if you have a 401k and it's in traditional markets, you are helping prop up the market. If you have 401k and it's traditional markets, and when they actually finally pull the plug on this mess, your retirement in that system is going to be gone. part of the reason I keep saying join Crypto Confidential is because that is some of the stuff that you will be able to have access to, being able to potentially move it into a crypto asset, a 401k or an IRA that's self-directed with cryptos or gold or silver, stuff like that. There's a lot of things, a lot of benefits to that group. Check it out. It's linked in the description of the video. It is one of those things I'm like, it is information that is hard to obtain, and I want everyone to have it, but it's also information that's not exactly easy to, everyone's different. So it is definitely an investment, and it's one of those like, yeah, it's important to pay attention to it. So I'm going to skip ahead here. And remember I talked about that liquidity squeeze? So MicroStrategies, who holds a lot of Bitcoin, more than like 600,000 Bitcoin, it's not selling its Bitcoin. The new CFO says, it confirms, MicroStrategy's newest CFO confirmed the company will not be selling its Bitcoin and has not received pressure from stakeholders to sell in a recent interview. Andrew Kang confirms the company will not be changing its Bitcoin strategy. Kang foresees stronger regulations following the events of recent turmoil in cryptocurrency markets. I wonder if he was appointed in some way, form, or fashion from BlackRock, Citadel, Vanguard, people who own MicroStrategies, some stakeholders. I don't know. Just thought the C-levels typically don't get, they get chosen or appointed or selected and then voted, whatever, by the board of directors and or the stakeholders. If you're part of the board of directors or part of the stakeholders of a company, you get a vote. If you own more shares, like MicroStrategies has pointed out that BlackRock has a lot of, this, talking about Luna, Gary Gensler, chair of the SEC, says he thinks a lot of tokens are outside of Bitcoin will fail. They're not realizing that those are businesses. They're for-profit businesses. There is I would say, 50% or less of the tokens out there, there's a lot of just complete total crap. I'm being generous with 50%. Are going to go away or fail. But the rest of them, they're actual businesses. We're trying to solve a real world problem. You can't own them all, but they're all doing really well, one way or another. Liquidity squeeze incoming. There's not going to be any crypto to sell anymore soon enough. When this continues to fall and they continue to try to obtain this at lower prices, this will jump back up. It'll jump back up. It's going to get crazy, folks. All right. I'm going to run through the chat. Holy cow. Y'all are crazy long. That's fantastic. I love it that y'all are having a conversation here. If you have any questions, throw them in the chat. If you have any things you'd like me to address, throw in the chat. And then also, if you've gotten this far in the video, smash the likes. It lets other people find this type of content. The algorithms on YouTube, that's just how they work. Anyway, come through and let me know. Let's see. We got Tom. What's going on, brother? It's good to see you, man. Busy Mountain, how are you doing? It's good to see you, dude. Appreciate you being here. We've got Daddy-O, not first again. You got to jump in as soon as I throw it out there. I don't know. That's kind of crazy. Love it, man. Good to see you, man. All right, let's say here. Who we got here? We got Gloria. What's going on? Good morning. It's good to see you. Who else is in here? Carrie, what's up? How you doing? Thanks for jumping in. Haven't seen you in a little while. Hope you're doing all right. It's good to see you. Let's see who else we got in here. We got Kim. What's going on? How are you? Good morning. Bitcoin Bull. I love it. Happy Friday, brother. It's good to see you, man. Thanks for being here, as always, for sure. Let's see who else we got in the chat here. It's 9:30 here, and you guys are in the afternoon already. Not even done with my coffee. Yeah. This is number 3 for me. I didn't sleep last night at all. So this, yeah, helpful. Helpful stuff for sure. Good morning, Lithia. Actually, it's afternoon here. Sorry. We've got Steven. What's up? How you doing? Jump please. You guys are fantastic for being here every single day. Open Minded Bitcoin. What's up? Great show with Ken as NFT genius. Yes, Ken Bozak. Love that guy. Absolutely amazing. If you're part of the Patreon, go watch that video. Open Minded Bitcoin he's one of the Patreons. It's only $5 a month, but I get to take the gloves off. I get to take the filter off. I get to talk about things that would normally get the videos either pulled off of this show or the entire show channel banned. I do interviews as well, and that's early access on Patreon only. So Ken Bozak, awesome dude. Love spending time with him for sure. We got Trini Man in the house. What's up, brother? Appreciate you being here. We got Johnny Holder. What's going on? Fantastic. Absolutely love you. Love being here. Let's see. Oh, Sam Storm. What's up, man? Haven't seen you in a little bit. Hopefully you are doing really well. Appreciate you being here, man. Let's see who else we got in here. Did I miss anyone else? I think I missed somebody. I feel like I missed. Let's see. Well, whatever. I'm going to keep going through. If I missed you guys and gals, I apologize. I really do. I mean it. It's just so many. You guys are fantastic. Love it. Let's see. Rebel Outlaw 65. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. First time you catching it live? Well, welcome. I love it. We have fun. We definitely have fun on the show. Try to have fun, especially while alive. We got John Carpenter. What's up, brother? So John and I actually grew up together, and he is an amazing person. So definitely appreciate you being here, dude. I love it that you're part of it, and I'll be chatting with you soon, dude. Let's see who else is here. Yeah, Sam Storm. So many shenanigans going on right now, dude. I'm just holding on for the long haul. It's gonna be crazy. Let's see here. Let's see who else we got. Oh, got Twigs. What's up? Good morning. Thanks for jumping in. It's fantastic seeing you guys here. This is great. Bitcoin Bull stopping blockchain is like putting a golf ball in a bathtub and hoping it shoot out of the drain. Yep, nope, it won't work. It just won't work. Who else we got in here? What's going on? You guys, I love it. Y'all having a fantastic chat here. Let's see. We got Manny, what's up? Good to be here, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for jumping in. Tournament cash is worthless. It is straight up worthless. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Let's see. I have a t-shirt now that says paper money isn't, with a Bitcoin logo. You need to, that is fantastic. It's a great conversation started for sure. Let's see who else we got in here. We got Larry Stevens. What is up? By the way, I like to do this every day at the end of the show. At least say hi to everybody. I love it. Y'all jump in here. Try to say at least hey. We got Not Imaginative. Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. With the Ukraine aid dollars, you could buy every Litecoin 8 times over. Yeah, it's frustrating. That's a Patreon discussion. We've talked about that. All right. I got to run. I got a meeting here now. So, I'll let y'all know about the Patreon this afternoon as I get closer. I'm going to try and get the meeting moved, but as I get closer, I will let you all know for sure. Those of you who are my Patreons, I do apologize. When that happens, that's just part of this. And the same with this show. Sometimes they throw meetings on my calendar, and I have to actually be in those during the time for this show. And so anyways, I do appreciate each and every one of you. You all mean a lot to me. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys and gals. And if this makes sense to you, if the content that we go over on the show is valuable, please help me grow the channel. Share the link for the show out to your socials, your friends, your family, whatever. And then same with the Patreon. If you think that's worth it, grab that link, share it out as well. It does mean a lot to me, and I really do appreciate it. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful and blessed afternoon, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.